Hey, what's up guys? We are back at this place and there's shit I dropped. So in the last episode we were at the house. I had some more lag issues occur, so that's why I'm all the way back here, because on the way here I was just testing stuff. Am I gonna have enough space to pick all this up? It doesn't look like it, no. Okay, that's fine then. Instead, looks like we might have to make 2 trips. Well, actually a lot of this stuff I probably don't need. Let's see what we don't need. Cactus is unnecessary. What else? Egg, unnecessary. Gunpowder, poop. Zombie brain, poop. Sugar canes are good. Quartz crystal, poop. I'd like to keep the green zirconium if I could. Spider eyes, poop for now. Obsidian totems, I guess I'll keep. Bones, eh. Okay, don't need that extra ball salt. Quartz dust I'll keep. Shard of minium don't need. Knowledge fragment I do need, however. Don't need the extra 7 torches. Oak sapling, useless. Rubber tree. No, rubber tree saplings are actually kind of good. I might need to pick that back up. Damn. 5 redstone, meh. Music disc mall. Oh, leather boots, no thank you. String isn't of the utmost importance. An arrow, not really. Oh man, look at all this stuff still. Okay, thaumium sword, definitely. Cinnabar ore, sapphire, dang. I'm starting to think all this stuff might be necessary. Silver ore I don't need. Ferrous ore I don't need. Nicolite I don't need. Copper ore I do need. Bow is not extremely important. Feathers not extremely important. That's not important. That's not important. That's kind of important. That's not important. Alright, we went through everything. What did I drop here that I thought might want back? Nothing. Alright, so let's go. We're going to head back to the house. We got all the supplies we need and everything's good. So like I said, I dare not even utter the word under normal circumstances here, but I'm going to give it a test. Because every other time I've tried to record and said this, shit has gone to the toilet. But basically I was experiencing lag on the way back here, which is why I had to meet you here, because the whole time back I was testing it and stuff. So, yeah, oh my god, and my FPS are still there. Jesus, man, look at all those creepers. I hope that FPS from Fraps wasn't showing in the video. Oh well, if it was, it's not a big deal. But anyway, so basically I had to do a whole bunch of things. I updated my video driver. I now have Fraps recording at half size, which means it compresses it. I turned all the Minecraft options down. As you can see, I'm also using a new texture pack that I think isn't as intensive as John Smith Technician's Remix. This is Sortec Fanver, by the way. The one that I said I might also want to use. So I hope you guys like it. I like it. It's pretty good. To me, it's probably about the same in coolness as John Smith. Now I'm also playing Minecraft windowed instead of full screen, so yeah, that's exciting, right? For some reason, meat doesn't have a texture. That is weird. A lot of the foods don't have textures in Sortex, but everything else does. Oh, hello, Skellington. What else? I lowered the FPS to 30, but I think it was already at 30. I updated Fraps. God, I did a whole bunch of stuff, and none of it just seemed to do anything. Oh yeah, I also had to go in Task Manager and set the priority to high on Minecraft and Fraps. I installed Fraps on the same drive as I record to, because before I had Fraps installed to my solid state drive, and it was recording onto my hard drive where all my like video files go, but that wasn't working out, so just, oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, recording this, I have more technical issues than, like, any other LPer I've ever known in my life. Like, not only just with this, but with streaming as well. So this is what our house is going to look like now from the inside. It looked a little bit cooler on John Smith, but this one looks pretty dope as well. Not going to lie. Alright, so let's put all our poopy back in now. Man, we have oh, I thought it said 12. 2 silverwood saplings. Okay, that's not as amazing. Yeah, let's put all this stuff back in here that we don't need right now. Silverwood log, quicksilver. Yeah. Knowledge fragment. Okay, here we go. And I've got 2 more chests just in case I want it. So this thing we stole from the other house, where is this? Yeah, this is the wrench we like, right here. The thing we stole from the other house. Where is it? It's gonna look different on this texture pack, so I'm not gonna see it right away. This thing, the writing desk. So we put this somewhere. Let's put this right here. Well, it's not letting me set it down. Why isn't it not letting me set down? Look at how the texture, it looks so funky too. Okay. Don't know why it doesn't want to let me set it down, but I guess I need 2 of them? I don't know. It's being weird. Okay, anyway, let's go to bed. Thank you for not telling me there are monsters nearby, by the way, game. That was very kind of you. Alright, is our other food done? It should be. Yes, it is. Okay, so now we're going to go out and we're going to do stuff. We're going to peruse this village and we're going to kill this pig because I want his meat. His tender meat. Alright, also I want to cut down this grass here, this dirt, whatever, so that I can see this farm out my window. There we go. Yeah, let's kill these 2, sure. There we go, look at all that. Beautiful, beautiful. I also kind of want to chop down this guy's house, but let's not worry about it. Okay, something else I said I was going to do once we got here. There's ore right there. Is I was going to loot that guy's house. Aha! Yes, this guy, he's got good shit. Also, these villagers look kind of funny. An emerald for 4 bread. What is this? What the fuck is this, man? 3 emeralds for a page of Autumn Woods biome. Okay, so this is what these are. These are basically pages, standard terrain, huge biomes. Basically, we're going to be able to make alternate worlds in which we can travel to using these stands and stuff. And basically these pages that we find are what are going to allow us to create certain biomes and stuff. So like this one will allow us to create standard terrain. You can combine them to make all kinds of different places. Also, a lot of the armor doesn't have texture, which is weird. I don't know. So yeah. That's what that'll be used for in the future. Now let's check out the rest of these houses. Rotten flesh. Yikes. Okay, this is the guy we stole the books from. Not gonna be anything in here, and I picked up that rotten flesh, didn't I? God damn it. Don't think there will be anything in here. And there was also not a blacksmith. Oh wait, this one's gonna have a chest. Any ones that have glowstone blocks in here are gonna have chests. We need some knowledge fragments, a glass bottle, and a THAUM ingot, which is good. Also, we're gonna want that glowstone dust. Getting it by not going to the nether, now that's a deal. Alright, what do we got up here? A tree, lovely. Could take that trapdoor as well, but no, I'm good. You guys can keep your bloody trapdoor. Alright, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's a blacksmith here, so no stealing the blacksmith stuff. Chest. At least I don't think there's one here. So yeah, let's just check out all these houses, get, you know, say hello to our new neighbors in town. Random house. Doesn't look like there's anything too exciting going on. This is another house that's that layout that I like. Nothing really to do with it though, and there's a spider in town. Might have to kill him. You gonna attack? No? Then I'll take the first hit, you bitch. Alright. Okay, and there's also another crops down there. Man, there's a bunch of crops here. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is we gotta update our waypoints. So let's remove the old home. And let's remove village. Let's remove them both. And I don't want my waypoint inside my house, so what I'm just going to do here is add a waypoint out here for our new home. And there we go. Now it's right in my face. Beautiful. I like it a lot. Alright, now, the question is, why can't I place that writing desk down? But we got some new stuff. Lecterns. So that's what you place these worldly blocks on. So if we do that, also cook my pork chops. So yeah, lecterns you can pretty much place on anything, but we'll put them over here. You can place them on any square blocks, and there you go. And eventually we'll be able to put, you can put pages on here, but that's kind of pointless. They're just for display. But you can actually put books here that you make with the pages, and that is what allows you to travel to places. It's just kind of a nice little display. I think they might need to be on a lectern. I'm not sure. 24 books, blah blah blah. Okay, that chest is full now. I could just go delete mode on all this stupid stuff, but who cares? I'll do that later, I guess. Also the... Oh, look at that, the sort key is Y. I guess my thing is sorted, okay. Alright, so, yeah, as you can see, I've only got 4 layers of stuff to look here now that I'm in windowed mode, which is totally lame, but that's how it goes, right? So, what am I going to do now? It seems like I kind of need to look some stuff up on the wiki now before I continue this episode, because I don't really know what I'm going to do next, and I know some stuff I want to get into, but I don't know how to get started. So, I think I am going to look some stuff up on the wiki, and I will see you guys back here in just a second. Okay guys, I'm back, and now we are going to work on some Thmcraft goodies. Yay! Thmcraft is actually so fucking cool, like you guys don't even understand. Alright, so we need some planks. Now, redwood planks are kind of balls, so fuck redwood planks. Let's use oakwood planks, there we go. What did I just see walking out there? What the heck? Oh, I think it was that guy in his window over there. What a weirdo. Okay, anyway. So we need to make some wooden slabs. There we go, oakwood slab. I think that's right. Oakwood slab. Okay, let's see. So now, if you do 3 slabs like this, there we go, that should make a wooden table. Now, we need to make 2 of these. There you go, and now we have 2 tables. Now, what you do is you put the 2 tables next to each other. I think I want to put them here. There we go. Now, it just may look like 2 tables next to each other, and you're like, what the hell's good is that? It's just a table. Well, that, my friends, is going to be shown very soon. So what we're going to need now is we are going to need a shard of any sort. We are also going to need a stick, which I can create right now. Everybody's going in their homes. Better hide your kids, hide your wives. Now, we also need a gold nugget, which can be made fairly easily from gold. If you just smelt some real quick. And then we also are going to need a feather, a bottle, and an ink sac. And I left my feathers at the house because I thought I wouldn't need them. I did just get some glass bottles though. Yes, yes, good. Glass bottles are easy to make. I'm pretty sure it's just like a bucket, but with glass. But let's sleep. And I'm going to need to find... So we need an ink sac and a feather. So we're going to have to go do some exploring for that. So here's the gold. And I believe if you just put gold in here, yeah, you can take it into 9 gold nuggets. Anyway, the reason we need this for is this recipe is easy. It's a gold nugget, a stick, and then any shard. So we're going to use a V shard. And that will make our very first wand. I can press O and get rid of that. It's going to make our very first wand. And this is the Wand of the Apprentice. Ha la 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 la. Now see the Vs meter there? Basically, it's our Vs charging. Now this wand can hold up to 50 Vs. Now if you're in an area with no Vs, then you're not going to get any charge. Thankfully, there's those blue trees nearby, so we are getting Vs charged pretty quickly here. Now what Vs is going to do, well, you'll find that out pretty soon. And our Wand of the Apprentice isn't going to do much right now, but we do have it fully charged at 50 Vs, so that's good. Let's toss our gold nuggets and sticks in there. We don't need that right now. But we do have a wand, so that's good. We have no axe, however. Okay, so we need to find a squid and a chicken. Looks like this is really kind of a land of pigs. So, I don't know. We're going to need to find a bigger lake than that if we want to find squid. There's also a tree right there I didn't even notice. So yeah, we've got a pretty Vs-intense area here, which is good. Aha! Chicken man! Die! Alright, we got a feather. We're good. Now, all we need to find is a bloody squid. Now, that lake looks like it might be big enough to contain a squid diddly. Squid diddly do. What the fu- Oh, that's a beehive. I didn't know what it was, dude. I got frightened. Alright, squiddy poos. That's too shallow. Now, there should be some in here, though. Oh, come on, squid. The water looks really nice in this texture pack. Why do I not see any squid in here? Oop. There's the stupid sheep. Okay, it looks like it goes into a big... Oh, ha! I see ya. Alright, we only need 1 ink sac for now, so die. Got him. We got some. Oh, God. Alright, cool. That didn't take long. I thought it would be harder to find squid, or maybe even chicken, just because we're in like a pig mainly biome. But we got lucky, alright. So, man, we have a very hilly area here. Very hilly village we live in. Alright, so let's go inside. Now, what we're going to craft is what's going to help with those tables there. And this is like the most basic of things. So, booyah. With this, you're able to make scripting tools. Or scribing tools, sorry. I thought they were called scripting tools, but they're scribing tools. Now, all you got to do, right-click on the table with scripting tools. And voila! We now have a research bench. And this is what we're going to use to research Thmcraft and learn everything we need to learn about it. It's going to be good. You have no idea. But right now, there's just nothing we can do. And how do we even know like what to get started on? I don't even know. What goes here? Not a wand. Oh, I know what goes there, actually. And we can make some of the stuff that goes there. That's actually paper. You can't do research without paper. I mean, we have scribing tools, but let's make quite a bit of paper here. There we go, 15 will be good. And we throw some paper there. So that's what we're going to use to make our research notes on. But if you want to start working in Thmcraft, something you're going to need, and this is why I made the wand. This wand currently holds 50 Vs. Is we're going to need it's an encyclopedia basically for Thmcraft, and it's the most useful tool for Thmcraft to help you figure out everything you need to figure out. And it is called a THAUM. Now, THAUM is made by simply using a wand on a bookcase. So we're going to need to make a bookcase. Now, what is the recipe for books? Is it the one that is leather, or is it just the 3 paper? It's the one with leather, I think. Do I have any leather is the question. I don't think I do, because it's quite noticeable. It's the black and white cow thing. Alright, wait, no, I have books. What am I talking about? I stole them from the house. Actually, I'll put those in the research bench. There we go, I got 45 books, man. We're good, we're good. Wait, what was that gonna make? A linking book. Ah, yes, linking books. Those are, what we're gonna use in MinecraFTB when we travel to other dimensions. So anyway, here's a bookshelf. Let me put my papers in here. No, put them all in there. Alright, so bookshelf. Huzzah! And Wand of the Apprentice. Bajoom! And this, folks, is the THAUM. And this is going to be the most useful item for a long time that we're going to have. So basically, you just right-click it anywhere, and you'll open your THAUM. Now, Thmcraft, what it does, a lot of you guys may not know, but basically what we do is every item, well, not every item, but a lot of items have elements, and you'll know the elements they have if you shift-click on them and hover over them. You hold shift and hold over them. So, for example, this copper has 6 of that ingot element and 2 of the apple element. You can just call them whatever you want. They actually have names, though. So basically, it's got 6 of that and 2 of that. Now, what we're going to do with THAUM is we're going to try to research all these cool items that we can learn to use, and all these cool, see, these are all special items that we can get. But to make them, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to research them first. Now, to research them, it's kind of like the achievement system. You have to research one that you're close to, and then or research one that's connected to it, and then go from there. So, for example, these are all the ones we start off with, and eventually they'll start linking to all these. So, Wand of the Apprentice, where it all starts. So, you click Wand of the Apprentice, and it's going to tell you how to make Wand of the Apprentice on a workbench. So, this one is not, and it'll also give you information about it. Nothing really to worry about there. That's all pretty simple. Now, say we want to make an arcane work table. So this is a mystical construct. Basically, you have a table and a Wand of the Apprentice, and it's going to tell you about it here. Where does it say? To create an arcane work table, simple right-click with a wand on a table you have placed in the world. The arcane work table serves the same purpose as a normal crafting table, with a few key exceptions. It can also craft some of the items unique to thaumaturgy. To do it, you need to place a casting wand onto the apprentice in the slot on the bottom right. This will allow you to craft items that require Vis by drawing the energy directly from the wand. So this is how we're going to craft a lot of the special items that we're going to make here. Also, Crucible is kind of like the... what do you call it? The... Crucible... It's like the pot, you know, you use for... you know, making potions and stuff in the real Minecraft. I forget what it's called. But anyway, so yeah, all these are going to say research completed. So we already know how to make all of these. These ones, however, are not going to... We're not going to be researched. But these flashing ones are ones we can figure out. So, for example, why did my 18 paper go there? Anyway, basically what we'll do here is we're going to place items in here, and it's going to show us the elements. And then what we do is we click the research button here, and it's going to start adding those elements into this table, and are taking the elements from it, and it'll randomly give us one of those items that was flashing on our THAUM, and it will take whichever one of them that uses some of these elements, whichever element it decides to draw. And it will, well, for example, we'll do silverwood logs first. Let's see if silverwood logs have anything that we can use. Silverwood logs have this, this, and this. Okay, that's good. Now we click research. Okay, and if you click research and you have something you can discover in the THAUM that has some of these, then it will create a research note. But it's an unknown theory. So at this point, you know that it's going to actually do something. And also, when you use research, it consumes these items. So we know that now. So basically what we want to do is keep consuming these until it uses up enough of this to create something here, because that's going to clue us off as to what it is. Okay, we don't know. It still says it's obscured, and it's obscurus is the element here, so we still don't know. So we're going to keep going. Alright, we used another one. And it won't always consume these, by the way. It's random whether it can get 3 or 4 uses out of one item. So this one uses the element, whatever this is, it has the element Precantatio, which is magic sorcery, and it's 50% complete. So what you want to do is you want to keep using things that have the Precantatio element until this gets to 100%. So we're going to keep doing it, and it's going to keep moving closer to the outside, and then once it has that electricity, it's at 100%. Now, we don't know what else it could be that has the Precantatio element, but it also has other elements. But it does tell you here, once you figure out at least 1 or 2 elements, what this is. So this is Enchanted Fabric. So, if we open up our THAUM, we are researching Enchanted Fabric. But where is Enchanted Fabric is the question. We gotta find it. I don't think it's down here. It would probably be up here. Enchanted Fabric, it's not gonna be up here. Okay, so what I'm just gonna do is look it up on the wiki. That's what you're gonna need to do, by the way. Whenever you're playing FTB, you're always gonna want the wiki open. So you look up Enchanted Fabric, and it's gonna tell you what elements it has. So it has Panis, Precantatio, and Fabricio. So Panis, let's look up elements here on the wiki to see what elements are what or what they look like. Actually, I think, yeah, what we want is list of aspects. It's a very useful page. It's just ftbwiki.org/list_of_aspects. And it's really, really helpful. And then you click, what do you gotta click here? It's like spoiler warning, blah, blah, blah. Expand, there we go. So now what this does is it tells you every element, the picture of it, what it looks like, and then it tells you what items contain that. So we want to find the Fabricio. You could also just look through stuff. Alright, so Fabrico, things that have this. Anvil, crafting table, music disc, slightly damaged anvil, still ingots, very damaged anvil, and wand of the apprentice. Now, the one that we probably have the most of those, or that we can make the most of, is crafting table. Crafting table is really easy to make, so let's grab some wood, which I'm kind of running low on. Oh no, I have some in my thing. Also, let's take this silverwood logs that we no longer need to use. There we go. Now, in the crafting table, let's make some crafting table. It's crafting tableception. Alright, so I'll make 3 crafting tables for now. Also, let's sleep, because those guys opening the doors like morons is pissing me off. Anyway, back to the research table. So, now, also, just to make each research note here, it's going to take 1 piece of paper, so make sure you just keep this thing stocked. So now we're going to put crafting table in there. Now it's got 4 Fabrico. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Keep doing it. Oh, and there it goes. It's showing up. Alright, and we used all 3 of our crafting tables, but we did get Fabrico, and it's 50% complete. So, we need to make some more crafting tables, or something else that has Fabrico element. But crafting tables work quite well. So 3 got us 50% last time. Now it's random how much it uses up each crafting table and how much percentage it gives you, but let's see if we can get lucky. Now it has 4 Fabrico. So there you go. Oh, look at that. See, we weren't even, it didn't use any crafting tables and we got it to 100%. So you see what I mean about it being random. Alright, so once you get more elements, by the way, too, it's going to become into shape how many elements you're going to need to finish this off. So the last one, we still don't know. It's obscured. And now it says that the whole thing is 50% complete. So the other one, which was it? It was another P, I think. Let's look on the list of elements here. It starts with P. It is Precantatio. Was it Purus? Was it Purus? Or was it Potentia? No, it was Panis, I think it was. Yeah, Panis. Alright, so Panis. Things that have Panis. The thing that has the most is a bed. A bed has 17 Panis, so that's really good. A bow has 5, leather has 1, non-white wool has 6, string has 2, white wool has 7, and cobwebs have 1. So let's find some of those things in our chest. We gotta have something like that, right? Like some string or a bow. Well, we do have a bow. Don't I have some string though? We got 2 string. We'll just use some string right now. Alright, so we'll throw the string in there, and yeah, see, it's got 2 of the Panis elements, so let's use it up. And it didn't get us really anywhere because it has such little of that element. So now we can just keep going over stuff until we see more of the Panis element. It looks like a roll of toilet paper, kind of. So let's keep going over stuff until we see it. I listed it, but I already forgot what it was. So, or I already forgot what had it. You see, some of these elements are crazy. There's a lot of elements, and there's some elements. Okay, see, a bow has 5. We'll use this bow. Just get rid of it. It's already half gone anyway. Ooh, we're getting a lot of use out of that bow. Okay, cool. We got it to 50%. So we're just about there. But anyway, yeah, a lot of elements are going to be really rare, and you're going to have to go out of your way to find stuff that has that element to discover some really good things in this game. But it's all worth it because you can make some pretty dope stuff once you realize the stuff, once you research the things and you can make it. It's all worth it in the end. Alright, so looks like nothing else we have has whatever. Alright, so we're going to have to go find some stuff. So the best thing is either a bed or wool. So we're going to have to go find some sheepy poos. Let's see what else has it. A bow, leather, yeah, wool, string, white wool, and cobweb. We're not going to find any cobwebs. That's not going to be anywhere near us. That's in abandoned mine shafts. But we might find some sheep if we're lucky. Thought I saw some sheep over here. Maybe it was just pigs. Could get more ink sacs from these squid, but we don't need them now, so no use in doing that just yet. Damn, man, I wish I lived in my old biome now where there were sheep everywhere. Dang it, man. Yeah, so any kind of wool will help. Let's see what else helps. Yeah, a bow, so any string we can get, spiders. A bed, which we just need wood and wool. So, oh, there's a sheep. And there's a world hole, and there it goes. Hello, sheep. Why am I trying to kill it with my shovel is the question. Alright, so we got a white wool. A white wool is worth 7. Or you could use 3 white wool to make a bed, which is worth 17. But that's not really worth it, because you could just use 3 white wool separately, and they're each worth 7. So let's get a bunch of these sheep so we can make sure we can finish this element here, this research. I just want to get you guys through our first research thing here, just to show you how it goes. Plus, it makes a really cool sound when you finish researching something. Oh, it's almost going to be becoming nighttime pretty soon. Alright, that should... Well, 4? Oh, goddamn. I hope that's enough. Let's kill some more just in case. Oh, man, Sheep City over here. I thought I was going to have more trouble finding these guys. Okay. Come on, sheep. Brr, brr. Oh, we're getting some experience, too. Getting close to level 30. Ooh, cave system there. Scary. And all this non-white wool is worth 6 instead of 7, so it's still pretty much the same. Dude, I don't want a lily pad. What are you doing? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll take that experience. Alright, now we want to head back home. We've probably got enough here. Now, something cool that was in the Divine RPG FTB mod is they had this option on the waypoints menu that would allow you to teleport to your waypoints. So it was kind of cheap because you know how the waypoint system leaves a waypoint at your last death marker. So then when you die, you could just teleport to your last death marker and pick up all your stuff, which I would never do that, but it is useful sometimes, like in situations like this. You guys don't want to see me walking back home. You just saw me go home, or come from my house, and you saw that it was boring, you know, there's nothing to see on the way there. And it's not that far. So in a situation like this, I would just teleport to the waypoint of my house and go home. But, you know, we don't have that in this mod pack, but that's okay. That is okay. Because we'll run. And then also that way it wouldn't waste any food meter. I mean, some people would kind of see it as cheating or taking shortcuts or whatever, but you know, a lot of these mods are built specifically around having shortcuts and making Minecraft more enjoyable. So, you know, you can't really use that argument very much. But, you know, when I would draw the line at, like, warping to your last death point just to get your stuff back. Like, come on, that's a little sketchy. Alright, so we are back home, and we are going to go straight to the research table here and throw our wool in. Alright, so it has 7 panis, so let's see how many we need to use. Alright, and there we go. And once you have all the things complete, your paper will turn into a discovery. It'll be 100% complete, and it is Enchanted Fabric. And also now this thing will become legible. You have created a simple but strong fabric from wool and spider silk. You are sure you can infuse it with magic somehow to create a wonderful crafting component. Now I think that's the same thing the discovery is going to say here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to right click it on the ground to make the discovery complete. Or not right click it, we're just going to open it. So Enchanted Fabric, it's going to show all of our elements complete there. Created simply a strong fabric from wool and spider silk. You are sure you can infuse it with magic somehow to create a wonderful crafting component. And then you right click, and you get your little, which is like a little signature sound. I love that. And then you get a research complete. So now, if you open your THAUM, you will see Enchanted Fabric is complete. And now it'll tell you how to make Enchanted Fabric. So you use any sort of wool and surround it with string, and you can make Enchanted Fabric. You also have to make 5 V's. But see how up top here how it says Arcane Work Table? That means to be able to craft this, we need to do it on an Arcane Work Table. So in order to craft some of this stuff, that's what we're going to need. So we're going to need to look into an Arcane Work Table. Thankfully, the research comes with that, among other things. So an Arcane Work Table, how you make it is you get a table, and you right click it with a Wand of the Apprentice, as this thing says. So let's do that real quick. We need some wood here. We're going to need some wood slab. Wait, wasn't wood slabs just 3? Yeah, there we go. 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, I only need 1, so it's not a big deal. Just 1 table's fine. Save these useless wooden slabs. Alright, so wooden table. And push-ow! And look at that, we now have an Arcane Work Table. So the Arcane Work Table is basically just like a crafting table, 3 by 3. The only difference is you're going to put your wand in. Now, your wand will sit there and it'll hover on top of it, and that's great in the little slot, and it'll show how much V's it has. Now, the reason this is important is because if you check your Thmcraft, let's go to Enchanted Fabric. See, it requires to make this, you need this stuff in an Arcane Work Table, and you need 5 V's. So you need to have one that can hold 5 V's, and it needs to have 5 V's in it. So basically what we will do is if we put that stuff in the crafting table, and the wand is in there with 5 V's, and it'll make Enchanted Fabric, and we'll take it out, and it'll use up 5 V's from the wand, but then the wand will obviously recharge the V's because we're in an area with a lot of V's. So that's good. Now, do I have any other string just so I can demonstrate this? I don't think I do. I do not. But once we get a thing we can actually make, I'll show you guys that. Now, we don't want to put this here. How do I break this? I'm assuming an axe. Man, I really need to find some iron. Lead ore, copper ore. Oh, don't I have sapphires? I only have 1 sapphire, damn it. Whew, I kind of have to pee, too. Bronze ingot, tin ingot. Okay, let's see if I can make a copper pickaxe. Let's see. Also, I'm going to run out of wood pretty soon here. Copper axe. Damn it, you cannot. Okay, that's fine. Let's smelt some gold. Make another stupid gold pickaxe just for the time being. Also, we'll get our machines set up and going in just a second here. I think I want to set them up in a separate house somewhere. Maybe a house connected to the back of mine here or something. It's also nighttime. We'll just go to sleep real quick. But yeah, this LP is going to go a lot smoother now that I've actually decided to, because now that I'm running this in windowed mode, I can actually look at the wiki at the same time, which is kind of cool, because I wasn't able to do that before because I was playing it in full screen. Look at all this crap, man. See, the thing is, too, is these aren't wasted if we don't use all of them, because then we could just use them for elements later, which is really good. Copper. We need to keep our wand on us. Frickin' chicken. Right, there we go. Alright. Yeah, this thing is counting as well. I did make it out of wood, didn't I? Alright, so our arcane work table, we'll put that right here. Actually, no. It makes sense that you'd probably want to put it near your workbench, so I'm going to put it right here, because, you know, it's of the same materials and stuff. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, maybe we'll look into researching more elements, because as I said in your Thmcraft, as you research more things become available. See, now we're almost able to research this one. As soon as we figure out what this is, the pathway to this will be unlocked, and we'll be able to research what this is, and etc., etc. We'll be able to go down and look at this. There's just so much stuff you can research. And even past this, there's another area that's just not even shown yet, so it gets pretty intense. So there's a lot of cool stuff we can discover and use, and then there's all this stuff which we haven't even looked into a lot of this stuff yet, so, and it's already researched, so who knows. Fun stuff ahead. We're going to actually start getting into the cool stuff now, so that's going to be exciting. So anyways, I will see you guys next time on Let's Play MinecraFTB. Peace out, everybody.